we have found a pot specialist here in Orlando.
By accident.
By accident, yes.
We have a doctor here who specializes in pots. Do you want to see him? He's booked out, but do you want to see him? I was like, yeah.
Oh, he is such a good boy. Oh, sorry, attitude. I'm now starting to get nervous, but I'm feeling confident, which is good. There goes Ryan. Oh, I thought he was gonna get a toy and just start going crazy. Anyway, Paul is back here in our laundry room. What you doing, Paul?
Cleaning.
You doing the laundry? I appreciate it.
Yep.
Paul has been picking it up so much since I got pregnant. I have to take it very easy, guys. You have no idea. Like, I can't be in the car for more than 45 minutes. Doctor restrictions for this pregnancy. So, Paul's been taking over, picking up a lot of my slack while I rest and take it easy. Hi, you. Hi, you. She wants attention. We are about to head out right now as we speak to a new doctor appointment, and I'm excited to do this vlog for you guys because I think it'll be educational, helpful for many potsies, dysautonomia people out there. Keep on watching. I think you guys are gonna be happy. Anyway, I have gotten so many supportive comments, guys, about my pregnancy, how I'm glowing, how I look beautiful, and I want to say thank you. I need those comments, honestly, because Paul, how many times a day do I say how like gross I am, swollen, I feel disgusting?
Like 4 times an hour.
Like, ugh. So your comments really uplift me, guys, because I don't see myself glowing at all. I see myself like a crusted, hot, disgusting mess. Right, honey bunch?
Yeah, but you're still beautiful to me.
Thank you. Now we are downstairs. I do get a lot of comments from you guys asking me about my pregnancy, any side effects, yada yada. I'm going to be honest, I think the second trimester is hitting me harder than the first. I know that sounds weird. I feel a lot more pain. Like every other day I need to rest in bed and do like nothing. I felt like at least in my first trimester, like I had a lot more energy, I could do stuff, but not anymore. We're about to head out. Let me just say, the Florida heat has hit pretty hard today. It is hot. It's almost hot that Orion may need boots. Like,
yeah, it's to that point. It's funny how in Florida the humidity is what kills a lot, and then also it'll be like 82, but because of the humidity and the conditions and no wind, it feels like 95.
Guys, you have no idea how many of our family who lives in Central America, over there's the tropics, they say Florida's worse in heat weather-wise, which is astonishing to me.
Yeah.
So back to the main point. We are on our way to my new cardiologist appointment because I know my dysautonomia people, spoonies out there, struggle finding a specialist for their pots. And guess what? Apparently we have found a pot specialist here in Orlando.
By accident.
By accident, yes.
When Janice was referred to this cardiologist office, so it's one central office that they go to like 8 different offices across Central Florida. What they do is I called and I speaking to the woman, and she goes, okay, so what does your wife have? I was like, she has pots. She goes, really? Okay, hold on 1 second. Go on hold, come back, and she goes, we have a doctor here who specializes in pots. Do you want to see him? He's booked out, but do you want to see him? I was like, yeah. Guys, we waited 2 months for this appointment, but I think it's worth it. I'm excited. I'm enthusiastic, oddly. And me too, weirdly.
Yeah, me and Paul usually are like, but I don't know. Like most cardiologists have amazing bedside manner.
Usually, yeah.
So I'm not really concerned for me to like get insulted of some sort.
And this one seems like all the reviews, everything that they say online is really positive. The doctor's very personable. He tries to, relate to people. Like, so let's see what happens.
My POTS hasn't been the best lately. Like it's been struggling. So I feel like for the summer, yeah, I'm practically not going to be going out just because heat really affects POTS. So the main point is, guys, it is so rare to find a specialist in dysautonomia. So if you ever need any information, I am going to put a link of my sister's best friend's pot video that she helps educate and spread so much awareness about this condition. Forgot to look on the Dysautonomia website. There is a website that talks about all the different doctors that do specialize in dysautonomia. And I don't think this doctor's on that list. But I don't think this doctor is listed, because guys, you have no idea, like, there was only one POTS specialist, I believe, like 3 years ago here in Orlando, but they switched to pediatric.
Yeah.
Which sucked and would not take anybody else on.
And here's the best part. They're pediatric. Now, one of our doctor's office called them saying, hey, when your patients age out, where do you send them? And they just go, anywhere. That's their problem. They don't have like someone to send their adult patients to. So through my research of this doctor, I believe he is new to Central Florida, because all of his credentials, everything he came from is from Louisiana, New Orleans. And it seems like he worked there for many years, and now he's here. So we're gonna go see how it is. I have high hopes. Guys, I will give you an honest review. I'll let you guys know on his bedside manner. What do I think? Do I feel like, you know, maybe he can truly help? Or, you know, maybe I'm too difficult, because that just happens. We have seen many cardiologists in the past for my POTS. Many of them said they would not take me on because they don't know anything of dysautonomia. They don't know anything of POTS, and they just did not feel comfortable taking me on, which is perfectly fine. I was more than happy that they were upfront with me and was like, sorry, no. Hey, that's fine. Moving on to the next doctor who can possibly help me. I did used to see a POTS specialist like 3 hours away. But guys, my health, you know, started not doing the best, so a 3-hour car drive was not an option. And what's amazing is that during this time, the doctor understood that and was like, I would do everything telemedicine. But of course, you know, there's so much you can do via web. There's only so much, and then as well as insurance will only pay via web a certain amount of times before they go, you need to see the patient in person. So we tried working around it as much as possible, but it got to the point where that was it.
So we are on our way, and I can't wait to update you guys and show you what we're working with. Let's go do this! Here in the back, and I won't lie, this view is gorgeous. Seriously, he keeps looking out there. I think this is the most entertaining doctor's appointment he has ever been in. But my glasses keep coming down. I just got done with the EKG. I passed it. Well, I don't know if I did, so hopefully I did. I'm now starting to get nervous, but I'm feeling confident, which is good. Look at my both boys. Guys, that is the important folder I take with me that carries all the important information. My most recent blood work, medication list, pregnancy information. I don't know what else, but there's a lot in there, honestly. He wants to be noticed. Oh, he is such a good boy. Oh, sorry. So, I am done with my doctor's appointment. I am gonna be honest. A lot of you guys come onto our channel thinking we're very demanding. We want what we want. What we want is mainly respect.
Yeah. And a doctor to not be dismissive.
Yes. And I think this appointment went off perfectly, but guess what? I didn't get what I needed, and that's perfectly fine. As long as you come off respectfully and nice, great bedside manner, like, we're gonna have an amazing appointment, and I think we did. So I went in there, and he asked me a lot about my history. He even knew some of my past doctors that I've seen, so that made me feel better. I'm like, okay, he doesn't think that I'm just
crazy.
Crazy
Anxiety.
And just making things up, because I have been told that, even though I've had doctor's information, doctor's notes showing that I do have these illnesses, I still sometimes get that feeling of doctors looking at me like, this isn't a real doctor, this isn't a real diagnosis, and I'm just like, what? So for this appointment, the doctor came in, asked me a lot about my history, my POTS, things that happened in the past, asked me, okay, here's a good question. If you go to the bathroom, what's your heart rate at? And I was just like, well, on a bad day, on a really bad day, my heart rate could be at 130 and I'm on the verge of passing out. I can't even pick up my own body. On a good day,
big quotes there.
I could be at like maybe 140, 150. I still feel like death, but at least I could pick up a cup and just like try to drink it, kind of a thing. So with that, he was just like, wow, you got it, your POTS is pretty bad.
So the doctor is actually super nice, and he is knowledgeable on POTS. He is a POTS specialist, but the issue is the treatment plan that Janice is on, he does not necessarily use. Now, when I mean treatment plan, I mean like using the port and hydration, fluid, stuff like that, and he actually named the other doctor that Janice went to that's 3 hours away. He's like, oh, Dr. So-and-so, he's the one who does that, right?
Yep. He was just like, wow, I definitely want him to release a paper of his findings because he goes for this treatment and not a lot of doctors do.
And he said it, he's like, I have 40 to 50 patients, all of them female within your age range that have this condition. He's like, it's weird that it's mostly female. He's like, I've never had a man. So all female and all between a certain age range. He's like, none of them past 40 years old.
When he said that, like the optimist in me came on and I was like, so that means I'll be healed in 40? And he looked at me, hopefully.
Maybe. But he did say like, here, I really wish that your doctor would like release a paper, release his findings, because obviously for all the patients that he sees, it's working.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I have contacted electrophysiologists, cardiologists from all over the country. You know, he's like, I go to these cardiology, like, conventions.
Yeah.
And he's like, I talk to all of them. And he's like, a lot of them are very dismissive and just say, no, it's not a thing. No. He's like, I have patients who are on this treatment and it helps them. And he even said, like, when he said that, like, he's like, a lot of cardiologists are very dismissive of it. That shows that, hey, he's open to, he's like, there's something is here. We just need to figure it out. That's very positive. He did tell us, I cannot prescribe you your current treatment of the IV fluid, your home health. He's like, I cannot do that. But he's like, I will talk to your doctor. I will try to look up more information, maybe start some type of research, because he's like, there's something here. And he's like, you're not the first person. He's like, I know you're not going to be the last one either to come in here and tell me this.
He wasn't dismissive. He didn't like go for what we would have liked, but just him saying, I am going to try. I still want you to come back. Let's work on this and make this a reality. I was like, thank you. That sounds amazing. That sounds baboo. Yes, let's do it. Like when he said that, I was super happy. I was like, thank you. Instead of being told that it is mental anxiety or depression.
Because I did mention to him, and I was like, a lot of doctors have come off and told my wife, Janice here, what your heart condition, it's anxiety.
And he even said it's not.
He jumped on it. He's like, it's not anxiety, it's not depression. He's like, I've heard that too. It's not. Do you have this symptom, this? He's like, it's an actual cardiac issue. It's not anxiety.
And he says he wants to see us back in a couple months.
Yes.
He is going to do some hardcore research, do what he can, and he is like, hopefully when you come back, we can get the ball rolling on this, and I can take over. And I was like,
overall, I think this appointment was a success. Janice now has a established cardiologist. He did tell us, because I did ask him, if there's an emergency that we need supplies for her port or anything, do you feel comfortable with that or no? He goes, as an emergency, like literally you have nothing and you need it, I can help you. But he's like, it's not going to be more than like a week or 2 weeks so that you can get back to, you know, the doctor prescribing it, the other one, whatever it is. But he's like, as an emergency, yes, I can help you because I don't want you to be, you know, left with nothing. Overall, even though nothing was resolved today, I think it's still a positive and we're in the right direction overall.
It sounds bad how low my standards are for an appointment. I was like, I didn't get belittled. I didn't get told the things that I was going through was mental. What a success! Like that's not good, honestly. And those are now like things that I think about going into appointment. I'm like, I have to be prepared mentally if they insult me one way or another, because you know, some doctors feel like they may not be. In reality, they are. Come on, guys. Like, well, guys, I think this is where we end it. I once again think this appointment was very successful. A lot of you guys have the notion and thoughts that me and Paul go into these appointments and we're like, do this or else. And no, that's not us. Like, as long as you treat us with respect, hell, the appointment's gonna go perfect and we're happy. And if there's nothing that comes out of it, like today's appointment, guess what? As long as we weren't belittled or we feel like we were talked down to, it was a success and I'm happy.
Guys, do not forget that in the description below we have the link to our Amazon baby registry. We are first-time parents.
Yes, we are.
So there's a lot of stuff that we're gonna get, and we greatly appreciate any amount of love and support that we get from you guys. It truly, truly means a lot to us. As a special thank you to each and every single person, we're gonna be giving you back a small token of our appreciation. Now, we're going to be sending you a card and a small gift. This gift is something that we do not offer on our store. We're not going to offer this on our store ever. So the first 50 people who are purchasing items for us or gifting items to us, again, we greatly appreciate it. And we're going to say thank you by sending you this cute small gift.
Yes, because guys, it means the world to us that you guys are considering us during this time and how difficult it can be during the pandemic. So we have to say thank you in some way or form. So I know a lot of you guys are gonna love this adorable token.
In the description below, you will find links to our Patreon, so you guys get exclusive behind the scenes content on us, the Raw Life family. We have some new tiers because also we're doing even like year memberships. So if you pay for the entire year up front, you get a discount. So if you want exclusive behind the scenes content, guys, one-on-one Skype sessions with us, check the link in the description below, as well as Orion's Instagram so you can see his service dog journey. Plus, he's just super cute, so why not? So guys, do not forget that we also have our merch store up. Check it out. We have some cool, new, awesome designs. We have our Keep Moving Forward collection, all the fun stuff. And remember, everything from our Keep Moving Forward collection, all the proceeds go to a different charity each and every single month.
Once again, guys, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. It truly helps us, and we want to keep on spreading awareness because these are topics that aren't talked about, and we need to be talking about them and say it is not acceptable. Well, guys, this is where we end it. We're gonna take it chill, relax, and we can't wait to take you guys along on our next adventure. So for now, adieu and goodbye.